Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy 13. Let's see here. I discovered something with the last episodes, which is one, I can't really be bothered to do fancy edits or anything like that, so they're cut horribly. And two, the editing software does allow me to do what I wanted to do, which is basically capture footage when I feel like it, and then be able to cut it up into decent pieces, and I can kind of readjust the volume for my voice versus the game sounds and all that. That said, I didn't do a real good job of that on the last couple episodes, but anyway, so I felt like playing right now, and so I'm recording. And who knows when I'll actually get around to editing this stuff. I'll try and put it together a little with a little more planning next time. I'm still trying to learn the software, and it was getting late when I was editing it, and I was tired. Anyway, let's start up. I don't remember exactly where we were last time. Oh, right. That's why I'm on this screen, because I had saved it at one of those spots where it says, "Do you want to save your game now?" And I did. So, all right. So let's load that in. As soon as the screen comes back up here. Load game. Yes, please. And yep, this is the one that we are doing. Yes, we will load this data. So yeah, I'm not going to try and like anticipate when the episodes are ending or anything like that. I'm just going to try and cut it into digestible chunks, and then I'll record as long as I feel like it. And then the beautiful thing is I can go back and edit it. Okay, so here goes. We should end up with a cutscene, because that's kind of the way these things work, is when they say, "Hey, would you like to save your game now?" They're going to give you a cutscene. It may move us on to another chapter. I forget. They throw those in there occasionally. Anyway, here we go. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. It gives the summary. Cocoon citizens have always been terrified of Pulse and the mysterious horrors that are said to stalk its hostile wastelands. Their fear is so great that if a Cocoon native were to have even the briefest contact with Pulsean elements, former friends and neighbors would consider them corrupted and dangerous. In light of this fact, the Sanctum orders the purging of Bodum in an effort to remove all potentially Pulse-tainted citizens. Accordingly, soldiers round up all those identified and, yes. Anyway, they go and they shoot the people. However, PSICOM, the elite arm of the Sanctum military, then begins to massacre the helpless civilians that they were supposed to be sending to Pulse. This prompts Snow to lead the people in a rebellion against the army. Tragically, one of the civilians who decides to follow him, hoping to protect her son, dies in the act of saving Snow's life. That's the mom's her tough lady. I love her. I love her ever since the first time she said that line. From afar, the boy witnesses the moment of his mother's death in shock and disbelief. And that's where we were at. Yeah, basically that was it. And then Snow punched a giant robot dog to death. Something like that. Oh, we're back with Saz and Lightning. Cool.
It's an out-and-out massacre. Those people won't even live long enough to die on Pulse.
That was the idea.
What?
Sanctum logic. They conjured up the purge to eliminate a threat. I mean, why carry the danger all the way to Pulse? Why not just stamp it out here? Execution masquerading as exile. That's all the purge ever was.
Relocation to Pulse. How does the government get away with pulling crap like that? And you knew this was gonna happen?
The purge was PSICOM. Private Sanctum troops, not the Guardian Corps.
PSICOM? Guardian Corps? Soldiers are soldiers, aren't they? Pulse Foul C and their lessee are enemies of the state. Tell a soldier to kill an enemy, and you really think it's gonna matter what uniform he's wearing?
Might have mattered to that one. Couldn't shoot. Got himself shot instead.
How about you? Hmm? Or to say shoot, you pull the trigger?
She doesn't have a gun, she has a sword.
Fine. Forget I asked.
She stabby stabs them.
Wait. What?
Oh, time to put our stagger skill to use that we learned last time. Auto battle! A Myrmidon. I'll probably need it. Keep an eye on my health bar for this one. I'm guessing. We'll see. This game is not terribly hard. Let's give Saz a potion. He's not doing so well. Stagger, yes. We should be able to finish him off here. Well, he's staggered. I'd rather not use a potion again, but we won't need to. Yay. Just waiting for her to die right after I said that. Polymer emulsion. There's like a crafting system in this game, and it's really complicated.
What's that? Huh?
Attention purge deportees. Attention purge deportees. Put down your weapons and surrender immediately. Your removal is the will of the people of Cocoon. Should you attempt to flee, the Sanctum will employ every resource necessary to bring you to justice. This land is no longer your home. Cease hostilities and surrender at once.
Sarah! Just what you were looking for.
Yeah. Right in there.
The post-file C.
Here.
What a weird thing to do to comfort someone.
Isn't it?
Here, have this gun.
Face it later. Ciao!
Hey, wait!
Maybe John Lennon was right. Happiness is a warm gun. It's just so comforting.
You said it made you happy when I smiled, didn't you? But really, I was afraid. I was always afraid.
That thing is cool looking.
So, how do you figure that post-file C is different from the Sanctums? All things being equal, I'd just as soon keep on.
Time to jump.
Yeah, I know. Hey! 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 Hang on! What the? Hey! Damn. She can do it, so can we.
I love Saz. He's like, what in the hell is going on? This is crazy. You just jumped off a thing and I'm supposed to follow you?
Come on. Come on.
He brings logic and reason.
What about the others? They didn't die. They couldn't have died.
Of course not.
Hey, get a grip, man! What's wrong with you?
Get him home. Get who home?
I see the treasure chest in the background. It will be mine. Who was driving that one?
Toss me that.
They just lost their job.
What are you doing?
So what are you afraid of, huh? You're supposed to be the hero.
Heroes get afraid.
She's waiting there, ain't she?
These people have the
Lovely
weirdest
bride to
ideas
be.
about heroes.
Isn't it about time you picked her up?
Yeah.
There's our ride. Now you're talking.
Oh, good day.
Just make sure there's no floaties behind us. Okay. We're in good shape. I think that guy still heals too. I don't know.
Everyone's all right.
He doesn't do the sultry dance when he heals like the girl did though.
Standing there ain't gonna stop us.
Power circle. I think that's actually a new weapon for... Oh, no, that's the wrong button. A new weapon for him. Power circle. Strength. Yeah, he doesn't use magic anyway. We'll put that on. And watch, remember I was talking about before how he had the thing on the back of his jacket and there was a picture of a bear because it was his weapon, and now it'll look different. I don't know what the power circle looks like. Should we look at the data log? Yeah, let's before it gets out of hand. Let's just go through the enemy intel real quick. Militarized units. Tilters. Oh, that's the Myrmidon. That's the guy we just fought. Rare drop. Oh, so we get the rare drop from him. He's weak to fire. And a behemoth. A beta behemoth. That was the doggy. The doggy that Snow face punched to death. If I remember right, they get like really big and tough to kill if you don't kill them quickly. Again, it's been a little while. Let's go backwards. Cocoon Society. The SciComm. Actually, I was curious about this. So I want to know what the I in SciComm. I assume that it's Private Sanctum something command. The Sanctum Military is composed of two main branches, the Guardian Corps, responsible for maintaining security in various jurisdictions throughout Cocoon, and SciComm, Public Security and Intelligence Command. Oh, okay. Because Lightning mentioned that was the Sanctum's private troops. It wasn't the like regular army. SciComm is an elite special operations unit charged with protecting Cocoon from Pulsian incursion. In contrast to the lightly armed Guardian Corps, SciComm employs an array of advanced heavy weaponry. I yawn a lot, sorry. This is when I'm talking a lot. SciComm employs an array of advanced heavy weaponry and cruiser-class airships. As SciComm bears responsibility for any and all threats of Pulse origin, it was SciComm who conducted the purge. Okay. So they're like the elite troops, SciComm is. Bioweapons. The Sanctum has developed a vast arsenal of weaponry to defend against the constant threat of Pulse, and these living weapons are one of the many fruits its research has borne. Oh, so these are the like cyborg things are considered bioweapons. I normally think of like a virus or something. Ordinary cocoon wildlife transformed into efficient killing machinery through selective breeding, intense training, and physical augmentation. Bioweapons retain all the raw power and feral fury of their natural counterparts, while obeying the commands of their handlers with unwavering loyalty. That's what happens when you jack directly into their brains. AMP technology. Antimatter manipulation principle forms the foundation for a variety of technological wonders, enabling phenomena ranging from phase space interference to the manipulation of gravitational force, and scaring the heck out of one of our heroes. Protagonists. I don't even want to use the word hero for these, because of Snow's long monologues on heroism. Humans ordinarily lack the means to wield magic, but through the use of mana drives, another product of the principle, it is possible to synthesize its effects. Okay, history and myth. The Pulse fal'Cie. Here we go. fal'Cie are in existence beyond human comprehension, which is why they're so esoteric in the data log. Possessed of incredible magic power, the ones responsible for Cocoon's construction are protectors of humanity. But there are others of their kind as well, the fal'Cie who dwell on Pulse and name themselves enemies of Cocoon. Humans who encounter Pulse fal'Cie are cursed, being turned into l'Cie and ordered to destroy Cocoon. It is for this reason that most ordinary citizens support the Purge. Anyone who may have come into contact with one of these fal'Cie represents a dire threat. So basically they become minions of the Pulse fal'Cie if they have any contact with them, or it's possible that they became minions of the Pulse fal'Cie if they have any contact with them, and therefore might be like terrorists in disguise. Okay, and then events. We're still in chapter 1. The Warpath Home. Oh, we can read about what happened in the last episode. The Purge is a sanctum initiative designed to protect the stability of Cocoon by forcing potentially dangerous civilians to relocate to Pulse. However, the relocation is simply a facade to cover the massacre that ensues. The government's true goal is the brutal extermination of all possible threats to a peaceful society. Having discovered the horrific truth, Snow leads the members of Nora against the government soldiers of PSICOM. Inspired by the actions of this handful of brave young men and women, the beleaguered citizens take heart and join the battle in hope of returning to a normal life. Among the citizens who stand against the forces of PSICOM is a mother who wishes for nothing more than to protect her son. Fallen innocence. I think this is where we find out the mother didn't make it. Cocoon's citizens have always been terrified of Pulse and the mysterious horrors that are said to stalk its hostile wastelands. Their fear is so great that if a Cocoon native were to have even the briefest contact with pulsing elements, former friends and neighbors would consider them corrupted and dangerous. In light of this fact, the Sanctum orders the purging of Bodum in an effort to remove all potentially Pulse-tainted citizens. Accordingly, soldiers round up all those identified as candidates for relocation and inform them of their impending exile. However, PSICOM, the elite arm of the Sanctum military, then begins to massacre the helpless civilians. This prompts Snow to lead the people in a rebellion against the army. Tragically, one of the civilians who decides to follow him, hoping to protect her son, dies in the act of saving Snow's life. From afar, the boy witnesses the moment of his mother's death in shock and disbelief. And lastly, the fal'Cie awaits. A massive object is transported through the sky over the hanging edge. This object is a Pulse vestige, a lower world artifact that had been nothing more than a Bodum landmark. 2 days ago, so if we're on day 13, that would have been day 11, it was discovered that the vestige... I can do maths. Some days I can do maths. It was discovered that the vestige housed a long dormant Pulse fal'Cie. Oh, so I'm wondering if the whole thing they were transporting in... Yeah, this object is a Pulse vestige. So the fal'Cie is somewhere inside that thing. It wasn't the entirety of the thing. Okay. It's like my third time playing through this game, and I'm still like... the details are obscure, let's say. The fal'Cie had slumbered undisturbed on the outskirts of a Cocoon society for centuries. The Sanctum decrees that the presence of the Pulse entity and its corrupting magics have tainted the entire population of the city and orders the purge. For different reasons, Lightning and Saz now make their way toward the very being that was the catalyst for so much tragedy. Snow, meanwhile, is crushed by feelings of guilt after many die under his command. He only emerges from his gloom when Godot reminds him... Huh? We're waiting for Godot. I'm sorry. That cracks me up. I'm just waiting for him. Reminds him that the Fal'Cie is holding a certain young lady captive who needs her hero now more than ever. And so we press on. What do we got in the inventory? We got things. Prayer Circle, Iron Bangle, some other things. We have things in the inventory. Okay. And what do oh yeah, we just picked up a new Power Circle here. We don't get to see what it looks like until we fight stuff though, that's right. Might as well save. You go, Godot. You go with your bad self. Grunt, grunt. Kitty. Let's see what yeah, see, so he doesn't have the bear on his back anymore. Now it's I don't know what that is. It's a power circle. Duh, it told me already. Now, I'm wondering if Godot will heal me or if I have to do that myself. Also, are these all the same aerial recon? Yeah. Well, the last two are. I don't know about that third guy I just killed. Oh, I better heal Godot. Because if I have to use my Phoenix down on him, I'm not going to be a happy camper. He's only an NPC. Victory! Victory is ours. We got a Wicked Fang, too. It's wicked good. Coffee. Some days coffee is very good. Other days not so good. This morning it is very tasty. I've noticed, because you really want to hear me talk about this, that in the evening, coffee tastes so delicious to me. The problem is that then I can't sleep if I drink it in the evening. It's like the universe laughing at me. Because in the morning it never tastes as good as it does in the evening.
I want every weapon ready to fire. Stay sharp.
All right, on my gun.
Right.
Go!
He didn't even move! He's just like, go. And then he just let Godot go. On my mark. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. I'll wait here. What was that? Oh, are these guys all the same? Are they all enforcers? Yeah. Oh no, one of them is a warden. There's certainly a difference between the enforcer and the warden, but I don't know what it is. Maybe the warden can heal the people or something. They all die quickly enough that it's a non-issue. 1, 2, 3, go. I'll wait here. Just... Way to throw Godot under the bus.
Sad sound. Where's the soul?
Hey, Godot.
Yeah?
If you don't know who you've got to save, you just protect them all, right?
Something on your mind? You got plenty of time for thinking on the way, hero.
Yeah.
I would not want to hang out with Snow.
Ready!
He's so obnoxious. And dumb. He's obnoxious and dumb.
Hey! It's us! It's us! Don't shoot!
Snow!
Since when do you care about kids?
Take me for a friend.
Okay.
Hey, Snow! You made it!
Hey, yo. So,
Hey.
you really managed to use that thing?
I think I'm done. You're done when we are. Ow, what's it? That's the one.
Didn't you have something to tell him?
Yeah,
All right then.
but
I'll go with you.
what? Oh, you have no idea what it was like. Oh,
Everyone safe?
the army's no match for Nora.
Worst motto ever.
All accounted for.
Okay. Let's keep it that way, all right?
Hey!
I actually don't mind
I'll
her
swing by
much
the
as a
message.
character,
Keep the kids out of trouble?
but she's only like a notch or two above
Say hi to
Snow.
Mrs. Foreman.
I don't understand her motivations
Skirt
though.
chasing, I take care of the kids. Some husband
Dinner's on me.
better be home cooking.
When's the wedding, lover boy?
Well, don't worry, none of you are invited.
We're still going.
Hey, you serious? What about me?
Catch you later.
Oh.
So I'm wondering when Godot was lamenting the lack of soul in the little cycle there, if he was wishing for like,
Get you all someplace safe.
you know, internal combustion engines.
Kid,
I'm just standing here. I'm not even running. Okay, maybe I'm running a little bit. I'm looking for floaty things. I don't see any of the floaty things.
We'll get you all someplace.
I want to go home. I do too. Oh wait, I am home. I'll just save that up. The thing had like grabbed onto me, the little store thing. We'll examine it.
You okay?
I want to tell him. It's just that.
Say, you know how to fly this?
Oh yeah, it's got to be easy.
I think so.
All right. In you go. That way. Huh?
If we go in there, that thing could. It could make us Lassie. This is. I don't think I can.
You can do it.
what are you two doing?
Stealing your bike?
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
I shouldn't have left the keys in it.
Get back here! You hear me? Hey!
Yeah, we can hear you just fine. Toodles.
The pole l'Cie, it held our future and our fate.